Probably the Jets probably get Le'Veon Bell or I think Le'Veon Bell might go to the Colts though, for real, man. They could split carries. Hey, Bengals, you was on this thing this morning. Now you're doing some CPU, then you come back. I'm surprised you left first.
Coach, it's the NFL.
You were there last night, I think. You were there last night or something.
Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Oh.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys
I wasn't Brown.
You know
this is the glitch. Sometimes it has a glitch in the game.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
No, mine's supposed to be white. I told him I was gonna wear. I'm the way. I did put brown on. Then there's a glitch in the game.
Here in week 4.
And that drives.
Was gonna send it again then. I just did. I'm about to send him the invite right now. That's crazy. Wow. I'm about to send it to you right now. I got. You know, you sent me a friend request. You didn't send me the game invite. You sent me a friend request. You got from you. Wow, I'm got a game invite from you. No, I just got it just now. Just now got it. Wow. I'm about to join yours in. I know. I know that. What color you wearing this time? What color you wearing this time? Oh, this day. You'd be surprised, a lot of people. Yeah, but so, did you hear what Woody Walker said? We might get suspension soon. Did you hear what he said about that yesterday? Yesterday morning, something like that about. He's thinking about doing suspensions. What? I know. Off the trades. Off.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Remember, because it was off season, then we didn't surgery. It was off season. Remember? It was in the playoffs.
They go play action.
It was during off season.
And his first look is incomplete.
It was after the Super Bowl.
The tight end, the one he was looking.
It was after the Super Bowl because I remember. You can ask me Walk, but he remembers. We was doing it before the draft because it was.
And it's second down.
Yeah.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second.
Because remember it was after the Bengals. Remember because the Bengals traded with the Seahawks and Broncos as the CPU at first.
The former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
No, it was before then because I remember it was going off.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here. This opening drive is
nobody
up against
did.
a 3rd and 5. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't.
Then he joined later that day. It was during the playoffs.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get
somebody was asking about where his role was at.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big.
I'm not saying nothing.
Game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Handoff to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton to Mixon on the check down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Wonder what the Bengals lead.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Why did he lead the lead?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Marshall.
Mayfield on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Mayfield down. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dig, has got to be priority one.
Throwing. Mayfield. The Browns are in. Touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play.
No, I can't even do that.
To the end zone.
No, commissioner.
Right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And Dalton to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
I like the play action there on 2nd and short, partner. You try and convince those safeties you're going to run for it. Hit them with that play action. Looks like a run. And then try and go over the top. Didn't work, but I like the play call.
After the incompletion, here
now, you can watch it to the party chat.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team.
You can go for it. You can go for it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Mayfield. It's caught, locked it. And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. In for the score. And the Bengals are in for 6. The punter, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
The punter, Pinion, now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no.
When it comes to everybody can lie
a big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator.
I said when Madden 2020 comes up, and when Madden comes up, a whole bunch of NFL teams have a whole bunch of coaches.
He's going to fire. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Mayfield. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Detroit!
They pitch it to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Wow, you got
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat.
You have people just blocking there, too. I said how to open it.
If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Carlos Dunlap able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Thank you.
Extra point right
I didn't know he called it. I thought it was intercepted.
Back and forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description.
Tennis match, somebody said that.
Nice Royals box scratching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes
under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Joe Schobert in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Joe Mixon. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
It could have been a run there.
A 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Twisting away. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati.
Who did ball start the 3rd quarter? I believe that would be you, I believe.
From the 30. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Wow.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
I thought it was supposed to go out, not in. Wow.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Did you know I was going there? Did you know I was going there? Okay.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. And he'll bang that one through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime.
But you know that was going to happen.
3 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is in.
He almost caught the rebound. That would have been awesome,
so
though, right there.
We reach halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one.
I wish he would have caught the tip off. The tip of the ball. He would have been gone, you think? You think he would have been gone?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper.
Why you didn't just run it?
He's taken down. Geno Atkins able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, second down.
You got him at the free
agency. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
You dropped your bonehead.
I agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I always do that.
Play action now. Dalton sliding out of the pocket. And that's complete to Crawl. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run here with Mixon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Mixon. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Washington on 3rd and short. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and goal, Washington. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
If you're down by 10, the 4th quarter, you're down by 11. You're down by 11 now. It's the 4th quarter.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Nothing. You can't see.
On the run, it's Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
No injuries in this game. That's good.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah,
well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's really hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, it's hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now the Bengals on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You must be now, because he's losing.
Dalton bootlegs out. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man here. It's Green. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I played this stop. Did you see that?
I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Todd
Davis. Spot is
and
here.
a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This was called a danger spot here. The red zone something real. The red zone something real.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end,
and almost got away too.
2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
I have no idea, Coach.
Antonio Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are back within a score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to go down.
Just outside
the ball. Right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2.
You didn't get enough time to throw the ball there.
Because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Mixon. And
You
he's taken
stupid
down at the
motherfucker.
43.
Really?
Before picking up the first.
Really?
It's an 8-yard
94?
pickup and leads to a new
Really?
set of downs. The Bengals
Really?
hoping Mixon improves on the
You,
numbers
buddy.
from his rookie year. He's
sorry,
back
sir.
there again on 1st down.
Really?
Now Mixon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Your
Now
player
after
is
that
not
last play,
99.
there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
I know. Well, all people always say before that. Everybody always says that.
On 2nd down, Washington. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Yep.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Oh no.
So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance
Well,
you're throwing?
that's what everybody always
I
says.
think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
You
And
jump.
indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And play is stopped here. Timeout.
Thank you,
It's the
Mr. You
defense
saved
calling
me.
the timeout here.
Somehow.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Listen.
And Bullock will pull this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet.
Boys.
Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game.
I want to see
At the
O2, but
time,
I don't think
it's a
that's
factor,
gonna
but it's not
happen,
a
though.
huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of
I mean, it can
time
happen, though.
gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They
That
have
could
the
have been the game right
opportunity
there.
now. Here's the execution. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.
You dropped the 85 when it's crunch time? Why do you drop the ball during crunch time moment?
Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape ball over the passing lane.
Yes.
When it's crunch time, you press the twice on ball.
They're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now a and that's caught inside the 35. A big play there on 3rd down
Oh
for the
my
Browns.
God. Hurry, boys.
43
Hurry.
yards.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball? And he can't get throw away. He's taken down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
And pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the
I wanted to pass interference, but we're not going to get that either.
He will return this one to the 30-yard line.
There's a little bit of holding them. Hung no calls. No flags winning this game.
But they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here
Whatever
defensively,
we saw.
and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
All right, peace.
Oh, passing it. Dalton.
Come on. Finale! What's up, Finale? You stupid ass. You stupid ass. You still was right there. You so stupid. Let him tackle you. But good game, though. Stupid ass. Good game. I guess.